Okay, welcome back everybody to Coffee and Art and a little bit of book chat in the morning. I'm Dee Dee. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's a live show on Ustream. And I'm just going to spend a little bit of time talking, and we've got a whole room full of people here in chat that I'll be talking to. I'm not just chatting to myself, I'm talking to mostly awake people. Hey, Trina. Yeah, links are open. So anyway, this book we talked about when I was coloring in the, I think I can move this now, when we were coloring in last hour. And we are talking about inspiration, things people like. Let me see, I'm going to take some stuff out. We have some old samples in here from some old class, coloring on different papers. What else do we have in here? The last time we pulled out this book, we did something with it. So anyway, we're let's don't tear it. That's a Post-it note. I can tear the Post-it note. Talking about different things that inspire you, and when you see artists that you just, oh my gosh, I'll never be able to do that. To me, when I see that kind of art, like that I'm getting ready to show you in this book, it doesn't discourage me. It doesn't make me feel, oh, I'll never be that good. I don't look at it like that. I look at like, look what I could aspire to. Look what is possible. When I see this, I think, look what is possible. Vicky, the girls in chat are being funny. So this is one of those books of different artists, and it's A Passion for Plants, Contemporary Botanical Masterworks. And when I look at things like this, I think, this is possible to paint? So I'm not going to flip through the entire book, but I'm going to show you, I'm just going to kind of just flip and show you. Look at this awesome, beautiful, and I don't know, some of them are watercolors, some, let's see what this one is. It just says painting, which appears on 162, so the full painting and description. But this is a painting. Look at this. Look at the beauty of that. I mean, I don't care if I could ever paint like this. Just the fact that somebody can paint like this, somebody can do this, is just awesome to me. You know? Yeah, it's just so beautiful. So I'm just going to I'm not going to really, review the different artists that are in the book or anything, but I just want you to see what is possible. Not to discourage you, not to think, oh my gosh, I can never do that. But just to know that it's possible, guys. You know? Some of them are smaller, some of them are large. I'm going to try to get the ones that you can really see well. I mean, does it say what? It's different artists. It's all different artists, Jean. Like, which one did you mean? All right, for instance, this one right here. This one was, that's the Douglas fir. This one is the pine. It has a Latin name for it, too. This one was done by George D. Ehret, 1708. He lived in 1708 to 1770. This was done, signed G.D. Ehret, E-H-R-E-T, 1744. Yeah. No, these are these are masters, Jean. This one's watercolor. Yeah, they're both watercolor. Watercolor on paper. This one is in the Natural History Museum in London. This one is in a private collection. Yeah. I see, Jean. Sorry. Yeah, with the chat lag. Yeah. Yeah. I just read The Signature of All Things by Elizabeth Gilbert about botanical artists in the late 1700s and early 1800s. Very interesting read. Thanks, Julie Topaz. It's called The Signature of All Things by Elizabeth Gilbert. Julie Topaz just said. But I want you to see some, I want y'all to really, and I know when I bring it up to the camera, it's losing focus, but hopefully you're able to see some of this. This is the one that's on the cover. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, thanks, Jean. Yeah, Jean was just wondering if it's watercolor oils or what. I'm thinking they're probably mostly, if not all, watercolor, but I don't want to say for sure without reading. Now, this one is a modern artist, Leslie C. Berge, Berge, done in 1999, and it's in the Shirley Sherwood collection. The original is. But this is a modern artist here. Again, here's a close-up of it. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I know, me too, Lindsay. So this is just one, and here's all the different artists, and I guess most of them are in the Shirley Sherwood collection, although some were in like the London, museums and things. So yeah, I just want y'all to see, and then here's some etchings. So just going to kind of do a little flip for you. Look at this. This one is also a modern artist, Melina Barreto. And I guess the Shirley, what did I say it was? The foundation bought some of these. I don't know if they bought all of them or some are in museums. I don't remember where they're all at, guys. But this one is 1999, acquired in 1999. Oh, painted in 1997. But look at the little details here. It's hard to see, but there's like little, like the stamens and stuff's drawn down here. So just want y'all to be able to kind of get an idea of what is possible. Whether you ever acquire the skill or, do enough work to get this good, or not, it's still the beauty of it. Oh my gosh, Muse. Muse, you better get crack-a-lackin', girl. Hopefully it's not flashing out too much, guys, and you're able to see some. I'm looking at it in the camera, and it's just not as vibrant as if I wish you could see in person. But that's true of any, if you go and see it in a museum or something or in person, it's going to be. Look at this. Look at the onion skin. Look at that onion skin. I mean, you could almost just touch it and peel it off. So yeah, so this is some of the kind of hero work that I would look at. Here's a detail of this painting here, and this one it's in the Swan Gallery, and this is gouache and watercolor. Hummingbirds. It's Sandarine. Well, it's probably the Latin name, and hummingbirds. So there's a hummingbird and then the Latin name for whatever that plant is. But look, there's the painting. But when you get up close, look, this is what it looks like up close. Look at that. Look at the water droplets. See the water droplets? And we've drawn water droplets here before to show how you can do water droplets. Now, not saying that we're going to do it that good, but Isn't it awesome? You can almost feel the page. I know. Look at these kiwis. Look. The cactus and the cactus pears. Isn't that just stunning, guys? I know, right? This is some figs. I think this is figs. No, it's tropical bergamot. And yeah, so I thought it was figs, but yeah. You can see, look, the seeds and everything. Oh my gosh, it's just so beautiful. Look at this poppy. I'm not going to sit here and just stare at it. And when I'm looking at it, I can see exactly what color, Prismacolors those are. And I could tell you the numbers, but I can picture in my head the Prismacolors that it would take to draw this or color that. And here's an Oriental poppy. Look at the star shape in the center of that poppy. I mean, come on, look at that. That's just, can you, that's a painting in itself. Yes. There's a squash there. Look at this, gorgeous. Let's see what kind is this. There's some little red onions there. This is a protea, Protea. I'm not sure. Again, I think sometimes they use the Latin names for the flowers when they're naming their paintings. But look at this, guys. Look. I know Lady Jan's probably drooling. Lady Jan's still here. She's probably already ordered this book. Just saying. I know. She may already have this book. I can just so see this in Lady Jan's library. You love protein. Is that what it's called, Marilyn? I'm not a botanist or, I don't know really flower names or anything. I'm not a gardener. My grandmother was the gardener. But I would know, a protea from I probably would know it from a hibiscus, but you know what I mean. A new one is $296. Now, this is a paperback one. I got it, I'll tell you the publishing date. I got it for $30, $29.95, and let's see what the publishing date is. Printed in the UK. And publishing date, where's my info? Where's my info, people? Might be in the back. This is just the names of the exhibitors. So that's not, I'm not sure what year this came out. Let's see, we can go to the back. There's the appendix. It's usually, in the front, but I don't know. I don't have the front. There's no front. Here's the acknowledgments. Here we go. First published in the UK, and it's reprinted in 2003. This copy, I think it's probably 2003. I think it was, I'm not sure because of this is the soft cover. Might have been originally printed in 1988. So maybe the one you're looking at that's hardback might be the original 1988 one. But I'm sure you can get this soft cover one that came out in 2003 for probably $30 or less, used on Amazon or something. Yeah, maybe it could be, or it could be the original hardback, Terry, Look at these cactus. And this is watercolor on paper. And this is a modern artist, 2000. Again, here's the painting itself, and then here's the detail of it. Isn't that awesome? Vicky. Here's the original. And then here's the painting. Look at that. Look at the shine on that leaf. Is that a philodendron? Look at the shine on that philodendron. I mean, I know a couple plants because I used to have lots of plants, but I'm no gardener or anything. I know, isn't it? It's just, look at the hair. I guess that's what you call it, or is it called, what's that? The like in a coconut fibers. Look at the fibers. Look at the fibers in that. It's in your cart. I know. Did you find it for $29, Trina? So again, guys, this kind of stuff does not discourage me or make me think, oh my gosh, oh look at these lady, is it called lady slippers? I think so because yeah, again, it's in the Latin. But this was 1999. Look at that. I know, guys, sorry. If I get any closer, it just doesn't do it justice for me to get any closer. Yeah. But I wanted you all to see that this should encourage you to know what's possible. Look at these acorns. You could almost just reach down and pick one right off. And I know a lot of botanical artists do their paintings to scale. They have actual sizes. So a lot of times you see, well, I don't know anymore, but back when they were doing, actual studies for books and encyclopedias and, I think, did I give Cameron I did a painting of a dogwood, a magnolia. I don't know I think he has it, or it might be in my closet. I did do a painting of a magnolia, an oil painting. Don't know if I still have it. I don't want to take too much time here because I want to show y'all. Let me set my iPad on here just to hold it because I'll flip close. I think I might have given it to Cameron though. Yeah, I have a painting of a magnolia I did in oil, but I think it's not in the closet because I cleaned off my walls when I got new shelves because it was the only little space of wall in here. And when I put up a new shelf, I took some of my paintings down, put them in the closet, and I think Cameron wanted that one, so it's not in there. So yeah, but I did an oil painting similar to this. Look at this cactus. Look at that. Can y'all see the depth and realism? And I know not everybody likes realism. I do. I like a lot of things. So I like, abstract, surrealism, realism. I like it all because there's something about all of it that's wonderful. So, yeah. Look at these oak leaves. I think they're oak leaves. See, I need Lady Jan to be telling me. Yeah, rose hips and oak leaves. It's signed Nestler, undated, but the gallery in London acquired it in 1999. Watercolor on vellum. Look. Look at the shine on those leaves. Are y'all enjoying this? I hope. Look at the, here's some blueberries. Well, I'm not sure they're blueberries. I want to, again, it's in the Latin name, but they think they're blueberries. Anyway, cherries. Look at the cherries. Look, it's like music notes. Look, the cherries are playing music. Look, dun 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 dun. You're enjoying it, okay? Oh, look at those apples. I know. Look, I mean, can we just take a bite out of this one? Okay, Jean. I'm going to quickly go through some lettering books here in just a minute, too. But I really wanted y'all to see this. Look, a squash with warts. This is what kind of thing I'm talking about when we are coloring in the book, the warts. Oh. Bird of paradise. I'm guessing. You know, I could be wrong. Don't email me. Look at that thistle. Look at that thistle. Oh my gosh, look at that thistle. I'm thinking it's a thistle. It's a Banksia yeah. Thistle, I think. Oh. Gecko leaves. Ginkgo leaves. So if you're watching, just pause it on any of these, you know, again, I know that the white flashes. Some more little blueberries of some kind. And these paintings, I guess this next section is from paintings by Margaret Saul. And she was born in Brisbane, Australia, 1951. And I'll just read God, the wind just picked up out there. When I unpacked the first painting I had commissioned from Margaret Saul in 1995, I knew immediately that I would like to see more of her work. She had sent me a splendid portrait of a locally named peanut tree, and then it has the Latin name, with lovely leaf texture, vibrant colors, and excellent composition. It has been widely exhibited ever since, as my collection has been shown around the world. I commissioned her again, and this time she decided on another tree native to Queensland, the blue, I don't know, Quandong, and then the Latin name. The composition, color, tones of the leaves, and the luminous, glowing blue fruit are quite wonderfully depicted in this splendid three-dimensional watercolor. This is a subtle, sensitive painting, and like its predecessor, it has been widely shown and exhibited in my collection. Well, you know, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but just so you can see. Look at the contrast of the bright yellows, reds, then the greens, and the blues. It's almost like an ombre. You see how it just like ombres in from yellows into the oranges, the reds, and the greens, and the blue. And that's so beautiful. Yes, it is. Yeah, Carrie's saying if it's this pretty on the screen, it must be stunning in person. I know. It's pretty in this book. To see it in real life, that's just like, and Lady Jan can probably attest to this, having gone to England and the monks and Shrewsbury and all that. That when you see a medieval calligraphy, illuminated letter calligraphy. I mean, I've got tons of illuminated calligraphy books, but I got to go to the J.P. Morgan collection when it traveled through Atlanta at the High Museum here about 20 years ago, I'd say. 20 years ago, I think. It came to the High Museum here, the J.P. Morgan book, medieval manuscripts. And when you see those illuminated letters in person, They literally, I mean, you can't, unless you see it in person, they glow. The gold and the paint that they used back then, it glows. Doesn't it, Jan? It's like and of course you can't touch the books. They're behind glass and everything. I mean, we're talking 14th, 15th, 16th century, right? And they're all behind glass. But you look at them and they almost like, I mean, twinkling H2Os and gold leaf and none of that we have today can match what they did in those books. Maybe it's something about the aging process of those inks and paints and gold leafing and the things they used back then. Trust me, until you see one in person. Yeah, and the needlework. Yeah, Jan, too. So, yeah, well, this was 20 years ago. I don't think it's going to be still on the, I don't know. It probably didn't even have a website back when I saw it at the museum. But, yeah. I know. Lady Jan knows. Here's some little pumpkins, little pumpkin squashes. A variegated squash. This one doesn't have the warts. Brussels sprouts. Look at that. Look at that. I love me some Brussels sprouts. I know a lot of people don't like them. I like Brussels sprouts. Look at this. Now let's see. Let's find out what this is. Overleaf. It doesn't say what it is. Well, it says it in Latin. Adenia hastata. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Look like some kind of baby pumpkins or something. I don't know. Well, look how beautiful it is. Yeah, the real metal in the paints probably had something to do with it. Like crushed stones and, things like that. You like Brussels sprouts too, Carol Renee? My grandma used to make them so yummy in butter. And then like this one, Sarah. This is Sarah Wasty is her name. This one is a Brenda Watts. So they have some different individual and little write-ups about each one, So yeah, but I wanted to share this book with you guys just because for the purpose of inspiration. Bye, Terry Trouble. See you later. And then the compiler here. Let me just read her cover letter or her bio. Shirley Sherwood was born in England and was educated at Oxford University. Her comprehensive collection of nearly 200 botanical artists from over 20 countries documents the emergence of a new wave of botanical painting and the renaissance of this art form. Dr. Sherwood is a judge of the Botanical Painting Committee of the Royal Horticultural Society, London, a former trustee of the Royal Botanic Gardens Foundation, Kew, and an honorary trustee of the American Society for Botanical Artists, and has a little bit more about her there. But so yeah, Shirley Sherwood, A Passion for Plants, and it says contemporary botanical masters, but it did have a few old masters at the very beginning. Hey, Subin. So let me just quickly, I'm not going to like flip through these and going from that to just, some lettering books. I don't want to be like, because I could show you some beautiful calligraphy books, but we've done that before too. All right, so let me get give me some light here. There we go. Just to have something to pull the light in here. So I'm just going to show you a few lettering books. I did not pull calligraphy books. We were just talking on the last segment about different lettering books that we can do modern day lettering. So if y'all want to see more of the calligraphy books, I do have a playlist, and I think it might just be in art books. I don't think that I broke it out into calligraphy. I've done some couple of calligraphy samples, but I think the calligraphy books would be in my art book playlist if you want to see more calligraphy books. by Corrine. So I'm just going to show you a few I pulled here before we go, like hand lettering ledger, and this one, I've talked about all these before, but I'm just going to do just a quick show and tell. And this is a practical guide to creating serif scripts, illustrated, ornate, and other totally original hand-drawn styles. Mary Kate McDevitt. And this one is like, it breaks it out into different lessons, and then it gives you samples, and then it gives you blank pages in the back, I think. Yeah, it gives you blank pages in the back with worksheets to practice the projects and the lessons. So this one is very typography type, you know, lettering styles and like signage. And so just so you can kind of see that. I'm just going to go real quick, guys. And then this one's the art and craft of hand lettering, techniques, projects, and inspiration by Annie Cicale, and I'm not even telling you when they were published. I know I've done most of these before, and some of them are older, a couple of them are newer. This one is from 2004. This one is newer. I got this maybe 5 years ago, maybe. Let me see what year. This one right here. Oh, 2014. So this one's only a couple of years old. This one is from 2004, and this is a hardback copy, so I'm sure it's in softback now, so it'll be even cheaper. But this has a lot of, you know, using calligraphy to do hand lettering, but it's still more calligraphy than the other ones I'm going to show. Okay, so, but it's got projects in here too. So that's the art and craft of hand lettering. I'm just going to show them real quick, guys, because we're going to go. This one's an old one called, this is a Becky Higgins, and I brought these out to show you guys. These are some old design originals, and these are the Suzanne McNeil ones. And these are they're very simple. They're very simple to do. They give you a basic. Well, this one I think is borders. Okay, so they give you very basic things to add to your lettering, and these have been around. Oh gosh, I don't even know how old these are. How old are these? 1998. So these are like 98, 99, maybe 2000. So yeah, better borders. ABC of Creative Lettering. This one is Lindsay Ostrom, and I think she's on Facebook still. She's still around doing lettering. I mean, I don't make it sound like she's like ancient or anything, but you know, these books have been around. Like this is 1997, right? So, you know, old lettering styles. And I'm sure Janet has got all of these as well. Maybe she'll talk, well, she's got a project in mind already today, but you know, maybe she's already talked about them. More creative lettering. So again, all different types of lettering styles. So you can see how you can do these in colors. And I know this is kind of popular again. Where's the, here's probably the newest one. Whimsical Lettering, Joanne Sharp. Okay. And see, it's like, it's still around. It's still around, just a little bit different styles and stuff. And this is the Joanne Sharp one. I've said we are going to do something out of this at some point. Yeah, we haven't yet. But this is the Art of Whimsical Lettering. This is the newest one I'm getting of all these I'm showing you. But look, see? Same kind of thing. So yeah, and there's even on chalk, kind of chalk paper. And this is back in 1997. This one is the ABC of Creative Lettering. Oh, wait, I'm going the wrong way. And then this one is the XYZ Still More Creative Lettering. So again, lots of fun. There's some splashes and doodles. And so if you want to do any kind of creative lettering, just like, and you can take this to more, more in depth. You could do Zentangles on these, you can make it all your own. So, yeah, this one's from 1999. So I'm just doing a real quick little flip here just so y'all can kind of see what's out there, right? Becky Higgins one. Did I show this? Yeah, I think I did. And again, it's just, hand lettering, alphabets, different colors, different styles. And this one is old too. This one is from 1999. So there's these kind. And then here's one that's called Hand Lettering for Decorative Artist, and Jackie O'Keefe. Now this is more in the folk art painting. I don't want to call it phase, but when folk art painting. It's by Decorative Painting, and this came out in 1998. And this is using, it shows you all the different supplies, but it's using lettering, and she's going to have some projects in here somewhere, I think, on wood. Let's see. Yeah, so see, it's got all kinds of wood, folk art type things. And of course, you don't have to use these kind of style. You can do any kind of thing you want and still update the lettering to make it more modern in more modern day paintings. But just so you can kind of see, that one's, I love that right there. Just so you can kind of see, it's got all kinds of lettering styles for you to use in projects. Then you can also get, and I didn't pull out my clip art books except for this one. I've got, being, an old calligrapher, I've got hundreds of clip art books, and a lot of them are alphabets and lettering. And this one's a newer one. Does this one have a CD? Yeah, this one has a CD in it, and it's 2005. But I just want you to see this one has all these different styles of. Now you can just go and print them out. You can go to Google Images and find all this, right? The same thing for all this clip art things. You can find all this or something similar just going on Pinterest, Googling it, or whatever. Janet said we have the same library. Oh my gosh. But so you can find all this on online now. But back, it didn't used to be that way, did it, Janet? And so, but what these kind of books with the CDs have is like here it's showing you like just the C and the H of this alphabet. Maybe there's a couple more to that alphabet too. But then on the CD, the whole alphabet will be there. So it kind of just shows you, some of them have full-on alphabets, but some just have like, look, there's the bamboo E. Well, the whole alphabet's in there. So, yeah. So there's like different kind of clip art books like this you can get. And then even in the modern day color book, here's the typography coloring book, creative coloring for grown-ups. And again, even in the color books, look, let me move this stack because it's too high here. So just so you can see, it's essentially what they've done is they've taken clip art books and compiled different kinds of lettering and styles and things. And, you can, and Dover, I don't know if this one's made by Dover. Is this one Dover? Who makes this one? No, this one's not Dover. But Dover has all kinds of books like this too. And then you can just, make a copy and color them and cut them out and do things with them. So, yeah. If you had to spend real green money for all this. Yeah. Janet said that we had to spend real green money for all this art porn. I know, right, Janet? So anyway, guys, and speaking of Janet, she'll be on in about 45 minutes on Monkey Island Madness. And so, yeah, peruse the awesome. I try not to say check it out. There's so many words. We don't have to use the same ones everybody else uses. So instead of saying check it out around here, we say peruse the awesomeness. So, yeah, so I'm going to go get something to eat. Try to at least catch part of your show there, Janet. So thanks, everybody. If you want to see any other type of books that we paid green money for, as Janet said, let me know in the comments. And thanks, everybody, for being here. And we'll, as far as I know, we'll see you on Wednesday. Or I'll see you on other people's streams, too. But, yeah. So thanks, everybody, for being here. We'll see you later. Bye, guys.